वफाकी वज़ीर ख़ज़ाना मोहम्मद औरंगज़ेब इस्लामाबाद में इस वक्त कॉन्फ्रेंस से खिताब कर रहे हैं।
Plan to do because we cannot afford another boom and bust cycle. So if we have to go towards sustainable and inclusive growth, the focus has to be on structural reforms. And the structural reforms are already underway. I just want to again emphasize and re-emphasize, because बहुत एक feedback आती है कि आप structural reforms करेंगे तो DNA of the economy change होगी, वो DNA of economy change होगी तो फिर आप import led से export led आप लेके जाएंगे. The structural reforms are already underway around taxation, energy, SOEs, public finance. And before I come to the retail sector, I just want to expand a little bit on this. On the taxation side, there's a real transformation underway. Or koi bhi transformation hai, in my previous assignment I used to say is people, process, technology. So people changes have been made and we will continue to make in the FBR. The process part, which is extremely important. कि उसको अगर if you automate a broken process, it will not be optimal. And then technology in terms of end-to-end digitalization, which is extremely important, and that's our focus at this point in time within the authority, the tax authority, ताकि उसमें transparency आए, उसमें leakage कम हो, which is an euphemism for corruption. And उसका एक पहला एक example है, because people are saying कि structural reforms करें, structural reforms. The faceless customs जो launch हुआ early January में, where about 80% of the imports come in for Pakistan. तो वहाँ दो तीन उसके फ़ायदे हुए हैं, which is I mean already sort of 2 months into it, कि जो वो GD की clearance थी, वो on average 118-120 उसमें जो घंटे लगते थे, is now down to 18 to 19 hours. Why? Because in that sanitized environment that we have and the help of technology, जो सारी discussion होती थी around speed money and facilitation money and all of that good stuff is gone. Because that's where bulk of the time was being spent. So these are all small steps, but they all aggregate into where we are headed, inshallah, with respect to the reform in the tax authority, because it's very important. It's very important that we restore the trust and credibility in the tax authority. ताकि ये कोई ना कहे कि जी आप हमारे से इतने पैसे ले लें, इतने पैसे और ज़्यादा ले लें, लेकिन हमें इनके हवाले ना करें. In a country of 240 million people and the size and scale of our economy, we simply cannot afford this, that people don't want to deal with the tax authority of the country. So there's work cut out on the other side, but there's work cut out at our end, and that's why we are going through that transformation. और ये बहुत important है. Prime Minister himself is sort of following up on that and taking the lead in terms of following through. I understand Minister of State भी यहाँ आएंगे towards the end, so I'm sure he will elaborate further on this as well. Then on the energy side, whatever is happening on the power and petroleum, that's very important, and that's all the changes already underway. Some tough measures are also being taken, because ultimately we have to move towards competitive energy. Then the SOE reforms, that's a cabinet committee that I chair, और उसमें जो हमने process शुरू किया तो हर ministry आके यही कही कि जो हमारा attached department, there are 43 ministries, 400 attached departments, and I'm just talking about the federal government. So every ministry comes and says कि जो हमारा काम है वो सबसे ज़्यादा strategic और essential है, तो इसलिए आप हमें ना छेड़ें. तो वो अब ये है कि we are, as I said in the PTI administration, Dr. Ishrat had done a very, very good job in terms of institutional reform, and he already sort of prepared the whole framework कि हमने जो right sizing करनी है federal government की वो हमने कैसे करनी है. So I'm very grateful to him. I keep on talking to him.
इस्लामाबाद में वफाकी वज़ीर ख़ज़ाना मोहम्मद औरंगज़ेब कॉन्फ्रेंस से खिताब कर रहे हैं.
सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल दबाएं ताकि कोई खबर रह न जाए.